Hi, and welcome. Hi, you see, the new set came out for a premium. Here's my new deck profile, Jewel Knights. First, we have our star Tiffany, just another Jewel Knight starter. We are playing 3 Salome with a limit break ability and 1 V Salome. I think this ratio is the best ratio you can play in this format in premium because you need only right Salome for limit break ability, and after that you have a V Salome in your hand. You can go to game with some players playing 2-2, but for me it's irrelevant. 3-1 is the better choice, I think. For Ashley is one of the best cards in Jewel Knights to make a multi-attacking possible draw and soul from your hand. It's one of the best cards to draw into it, and if you call over, this card can get one top of your deck and call it grade 2 or less. For Lily, just recycle your cards and get 5k power on it on top and 1 soul charge. If you call over this card, you can get 10k to your rearguard, and one of the best cards in this deck, Sword Me, just have to say counter +1 Jewel Knight and call grade 1 or less Jewel Knight from your deck. And here is the best counter charger in Jewel Knight, Miranda. Miranda standalone makes so much for this deck because with only 1 counter blast you can choose your Vanguard and match the power with Miranda. And if you call over, as I said, she can counter charge, but only if you don't have no face up cards in your damage zone. Soul charge is not relevant with this card because you have much more cards that can soul charge more cards in your soul. One of the best cards in your deck to make more hand size or soul. Because of the first skill, if this card boosts, can 1 normal unit from the drop to the bottom of your deck and soul charge, and on top can add this card into your hand back again. That makes your hand size bigger and you can do some other stuff with it with some G units. For Morbidus, the first skill is not that important, I think, but the second skill is then this. Just draw 1 card, make your hand bigger. You can choose to do the first skill, but not that scenarios to do that. Just 3 Christine. I think that's not a big of a deal to have just 3 from this card. Also okay, but I think the best ratio is Christine at 3. Get your Salome into your hand, or Ashley if you need it. For the triggers, 1 Walnut to make more multi-attacking. If you have Ashley and you activate the skill from Ashley and call over Ashley, get crit with 1 counter blast. You have after that the standalone 100 million and some other numbers with an extra crit, just 3 Innocent Ray and 1 Remedy Angel. 3 drop PGs, 4 crits, 4 straight crits. That's for the triggers. For Evangeline, this is our superior right. For the first turn, if you have a Salome with a limit break ability, she has an act ability. If you don't get an imaginary gift this turn, can discard cards in some of the grades. That must be free, normal stride cost, and you can stride 1 Evangeline to get 2 force mark. I recommend to do force 1. Force 2 is not force 1, makes more numbers. Of course, we have a second skill, can face up 1. You will get 3k for each Evangeline in your open G zone for your all Jewel Knight units. And now, here's the wonderful Crest. Crest said, if you have a Salome with a limit break ability, your Evangeline will get the same abilities and your Vanguard will be 30k instead. Can use the limited break abilities with 3 damage or less. And for first use of the skill, the counter blast will reduce 2 because the normal Salome with a limit break ability has the cost counter blast 2. But the important part is the limit break abilities which will show you just the 2k and the crit, but the normal skill is just act, counter blast 2 and call Jewel Knight from your deck. 2 Crystallizers, that's nothing to say. If you have Salome V and Crystallizer is game most of the times because your opponent don't guard with so much attacks and with so much draft checks. Area Divinez Altmai, just flip folders for Crystallizer. 1 Ologias to make more Jewel Knight plays with it. If you call 5 cards with this card, you can get an imaginary gift force, cost 1 counter blast, and to make more multi attacks with it. You can get more benefits with your Jewel Knights if you call over your Jewel Knights with this card. Just 1 Twin Sword to make more numbers if you have to use it with this card. 1 Harmonics because it's a mandatory player. 2 Muscle, the best G-Guard in Royal Paladin, 2 Morgause. I think that's one of the best because of PG ability. Counter Blast 4+1 that can use this card twice in the stack. There's some other cards that can use it too, some other G-Guards, but I think 2 Morgause and 2 Masker is enough. 1 Dark Elemental Dismal. Dismal, I think with Morgause is a good combination if you don't use skill and your opponent choose to get rid of your rearguard because your rearguard has the ability and you have 1 here left or something else. Can protect your rearguard with Dismal and your rearguard gets resist and would be PG. So guys, that's my Jewel Knight deck profile.
Burak was too nervous for the ending. If you like the video, please feel free to subscribe, and of course, we see us in the next one. Bye.